The views, information, and opinions expressed during the following program are solely those of the individuals involved and do not necessarily represent the views of Access Communications, its representatives, or its employees.
Good evening. My name is Sarah Turnbull. I am Ward 5 City Councilor here in Regina and acting as Deputy Mayor of Regina. I would like to begin by acknowledging that we are on the traditional lands of the Treaty 4 territory, the original lands of the Cree, Ojibwe, Saulteaux, Dakota, Nakota, Lakota, and the Métis. It's my pleasure to join you and our honored guests at the Chinese Spring Festival Celebration 2025. It's also my privilege to co-MC alongside Jeremy Ng, wave, Maria here, and Kelly Lowry. This year marks the 13th year of events hosted by the Regina chapter of Chinese Freemasons of Canada. Tonight we will be a formal evening with an exciting program of cultural entertainment and a special live auction. All proceeds are going to support the Children's Health Center at the Regina General Hospital's Pediatric Unit. Children are our biggest asset. They are our future and they need to be healthy to continue building a great community. Thanks to the generosity of our sponsors and the dedication of our volunteers, we have raised over $1 million in previous years for various pediatric developments such as the Neonatal Intensive Care Unit, Pediatric Asthma Clinic, Pediatric Outpatient Ward, Children's Ward, Children's Emergency Ward for the General Hospital, Children's Programs, Wascana Rehabilitation Center, Pediatric Outpatient Unit, and Autism Assessment Center. We hope that this year's Charities Banquet will once again enable us to raise more funds in support of the children's health care at the Pediatric Unit at the Regina General Hospital. The Chinese Freemasons is once again excited to work with the Hospitals of Regina Foundation in raising funds to buy this new equipment. And we would also like to encourage everyone to purchase the raffle tickets, as all proceeds from the sale of these tickets will be going to supporting the children's health care at the Regina General Hospital.
We would like to give a special welcome to our guests who have come to celebrate with us this evening. We would like to give a special shout out to our guests from China, Saskatoon, Vancouver, Edmonton, Calgary, and Nova Scotia. We are pleased to welcome you to our beautiful city and great province of Saskatchewan.
And now, we would like to ask Brother Nelson Ng to come up to present his welcoming speech.
Good evening, honorable guests, ladies and gentlemen, friends. It gives me a great pleasure as the chairman of Regina chapter of the Chinese Freemason Society to extend greeting to all attend tonight's Regina Chinese Freemason 15th anniversary Chinese Spring Festival Celebration Banquet. I feel deeply honored to have this opportunity to send my warm wish to all of you during this special occasion. Tonight, it will be a formal evening with an exciting program of a cultural entertainment. The special dance performance will be performed by Wascana Music Club, Wascana Women's and Children's Center. There will be a special live auction, charity, and raffle draw. All proceeds are going to support the Department of Pediatrics at Regina General Hospital. Children are our biggest asset. They are our future, and they need to be healthy to continue in building our great community. Thanks to generosity of our sponsor and the dedication of our volunteer, we have already raised over $160,000. The proceeds went towards supporting Neonatal Intensive Unit, the Pediatrics Asthma Clinic, the Children's Ward, the Emergency Ward for Regina General Hospital, the Children's Department at Regina Wascana Rehabilitation Center, Pediatrics Outpatient Department and Autumn Assessment Center, Children's Hospital since 2013, Pediatric Unit. This year, we hope that this banquet will enable us to raise more money, more funds, to support Department of Pediatrics at Regina General Hospital. The Chinese Freemason Society continues to remain very active in the community. During tonight's Chinese Spring Festival celebration, we would like to encourage everyone to purchase raffle tickets, as all proceeds from tonight's sale will go to support these important causes. On April 8, 2016, we signed with the City of Regina Cemetery a destination agreement. Each year, we pay lump sum for upkeeping and maintenance of Chinese section of this desolate area. We are especially proud since 2017 to have our own pavilion called Spirit China and Mosaic. We are pleased to announce we will be hosting the pavilions again on June 5, 6, and 7, 2025 at Queensberry Dam to promote Chinese culture and spirit. Tonight, during our celebration, please take a moment to remember the Chinese Freemasons' history and all the important memory that make up our community here within Canada. As I will continue my work, my dreams and hopes for future with Chinese gay community, to build a Chinese gay and Chinese senior home, right, Tony? And to develop the Chinatown in Regina. Upon completion of the development, it will attract more and more investors and tourists to our community. I'm really optimistic that my dream will be fulfilled. As chairman of Regina Chinese Freemason, my expectation is that the future generation will carry on our ancestors' vision by their effort in building this country, through establishing a peaceful cultural vibrancy. As the Chinese Freemasons continue their journey of successful event, it's my pleasure to wish each and every one of you a successful future and happy Spring Festival. Thank you. Enjoy tonight. Enjoy your evening. Thank you.
Here's a message from Her Honor, the Honorable Bernadette McIntyre. On behalf of His Majesty King Charles III, King of Canada, it is my pleasure, her pleasure, to extend greetings to all those celebrating the Chinese Spring Festival. She is grateful to the members of the Chinese Freemasons of Canada for sharing your rich culture with the broader community and for organizing this special annual event. Additionally, thank you for your many charitable contributions to the people of Regina and surrounding area, your extraordinary fundraising efforts in support of the Children's Health Center and the Regina General Hospital will benefit numerous residents of southern Saskatchewan. And please accept her best wishes for an enjoyable and successful event. Thank you.
Acting Consul General Zhu Xing, His Worship, Mayor Buczynski, Vice Chief Pratt, MPs, MLA colleagues, special guests. It truly is an honor to be here tonight as your Minister of Trade and Export Development. I'm here on behalf of the Government of Saskatchewan and your Premier, Scott Moe. And thank you for welcoming me to tonight's celebration. And special thanks to Chairman Nelson Ng for inviting me. I always appreciate an invitation to celebrate the diverse cultures and communities of this great province. As Trade Minister, I have the honor of working alongside many of our international collaborators and partners, and I know firsthand how important and special it is that Saskatchewan has such a strong international relationship. And our relationship with China is of great importance. In fact, China was the first international trade office that we established located in Shanghai. Saskatchewan's sister province in China is Jilin, established in 1984. Today, China remains our second largest trading partner with over $4 billion in annual exports from Saskatchewan just in 2024. The Saskatchewan-China office also helps connect stakeholders and interested parties in China with potential partners here in Saskatchewan and vice versa. We see a lot of opportunities that could mutually benefit our regions, whether that's in trade, in research and development, tourism, or collaboration between our higher education institutions. One of my favorite things about Saskatchewan is the way that the people of this province lift each other up. And today's celebration is really a prime example of that. Not only are the Chinese Freemasons of Canada lifting up the Chinese Saskatchewan community by strengthening cultural ties, but you're also lifting up the province with your wonderful fundraising and volunteer work. This work makes the province a better place to live for everyone who makes their home here. So thank you again for inviting me to tonight's event. I'm excited to celebrate alongside you and take in some of the great entertainment that you have planned. I trust this will be a successful fundraiser and a great night for the Chinese Freemasons of Canada and the Chinese Spring Festival celebration. Thank you.
Good evening. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for the introduction. And first of all, I want to acknowledge all of the dignitaries that are here today. Good to see Warren. Good comments from Warren. I see so many faces, and I don't want to start naming too many names because then I don't want to feel like I leave anybody out and I offend them. But good to see Trent, and good to see Carla and our old friend Mark Doherty. Of course, Nelson, the man behind everything, the man that knows everybody and always brings everybody together of all the different political stripes. He's the only guy I know that can put conservatives and liberals in one room and they don't fight. So it's good to be here with you this evening. Acknowledge Tribal Chief Jeremy Forehorns too as well for being here with us in the House, and I do want to acknowledge all of the guests and the dignitaries. Thank you so much. Is that Lauren Nystrom over there I see? Good to see you, Lauren. I think that's Lauren Nystrom, our former MP from years ago. I think that's him, unless I'm seeing wrong. But it's so good to see everybody here tonight. And we all know this is a worthy, good cause that Nelson puts on every year to raise money for Regina Hospitals Foundation. We know that a lot of challenges in healthcare. We know that there's a lot of shortfalls in a number of areas. We know the government does try to do their best at times, the federal and provincial, to address priorities, and sometimes they don't always get them right, and that's the challenge of working with government. But I do want to say that we appreciate everyone's part that they play in terms of making those contributions and those donations towards a worthy cause. I bring greetings tonight on behalf of the FSIN. We value many of our partnerships and our relationships too, as well as First Nations people in Saskatchewan. We believe that the future belongs to our region. You know, we're rich in resources. We're rich in hard-working people. We look at the history of this province, the First Nations history, as well as those that have come, the newcomers, as well as the farmers that agricultural built this province, and all of the great natural resources that we've been blessed with, whether it's uranium, whether it's potash, whether it's oil, gas, as well as all of that we provide in terms of agricultural products with beef and pork and cattle, as well as all the seed and the crops. We were called the breadbasket of the world at one time, and we still play that major role. And I know that we've had some challenging couple months here with the new administration in the United States. I think tariffs and President Trump have been challenging not only to us, but to a number of nations around the world, but we'll get through it like we always have. And we'll get through it by working together, and we'll get through by standing shoulder to shoulder and standing up for not only the interests and the farmers and the resources and the industries that drive our economy, but we'll stand up to bullies every time we get a chance. You know, and we've never shied away from a fight. We won 2 world wars last century against fascism. So we're not afraid to get in there and get in the rough and tumble of things. And if we have to fight, I'm not saying it's going to come to a fight against the Americans, but just want to remind them the last time we went to war with them, 1812, it didn't turn out so well for them. So, you know, it shows we've had some bumps in the road with our relationship, but I'm confident we can overcome them. So let's have a good time tonight. Let's have a great time. I see Chief Evan Tapetat from Kakwestou is here with his lovely wife, Megan. Former Chief Brad Swiftwolf is joining us tonight. Good to see you, Brad. Former Chief of Mooseman, always still involved at our tables. But I acknowledge each and every one of you. And thanks, Nelson, for putting on another good event and for bringing us all together under the umbrella of the great Chinese people. And we look forward to more partnerships. We want to sell you our wood. We want to sell you our potash. We want to get that darn tariff off the canola oil for the canola oil farmers. I also want to acknowledge the Council General here too as well, and their appointment. We're so happy to have you here as well too, Council General, and we look at taking a delegation of our chiefs and leadership over to visit your country and see how we can build upon those partnerships and take advantage of those opportunities for not only your people, but for all of our people here within Saskatchewan. So, Kachemi Gwich, thank you very much. Let's have a good night, and don't forget to bid on all the stuff. Aho.
I want to start off the top by saying a special thank you to Nelson, to Shirley, and to their family for all that they contribute and for consistently bringing us all together and giving back in so many ways. I also want to say a special thank you to the Chinese Freemasons, to the National Chair, Mr. Richard Wong, for all of the contributions that you have made. Dating back to the 1800s, Chinese immigrants came to this country full of hope and bravery. They left their families behind to come to a new country and make a new life. And since then, you've continued to build and contribute to our province and to our country in so many ways. Tonight, I want to say thank you. And thank you for bringing us all together here to support such a good cause. 13 years, over $1 million to support pediatric charities. Healthcare is one of the ways that we measure our strength as a community, how well we take care of each other. And what could be more important than that? And what could be more important than children's health care? On that note, I want to say a quick shout out, and I can't see him right now, to Dr. Talukdar, someone who has dedicated his career to improving the health of children in this city and this province. We're very grateful for that. And as has been mentioned by Vice Chief Pratt, we have representatives of all levels of government, all political stripes here tonight, at a time when we are continually invited to be divided. This is the true strength of this province, of this country. I agree with Vice Chief Pratt. We are incredibly blessed with natural resources in this province, but our real strength is our ability to come together to face challenges and come out thriving, often with our elbows up. I want to say thank you to Nelson for introducing my team here this evening. There's a whole table of them here. I know that we are all incredibly happy to be able to be here tonight with Dino and everyone from the Hospitals Regina Foundation, the incredible work that you do in support of something that is incredibly important, children's health. So with that, thank you again. Bid early, bid often. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I want to acknowledge all of the dignitaries and special guests. I am not going to list them all. Thank you for the big, long list that was done already. But it's incredibly special to see so many people here to support this evening. On behalf of my City Council colleagues and the City of Regina, I'm thrilled to welcome you all to the 2025 Spring Festival celebration. It's truly amazing to see our community come together and support incredible nonprofit organizations like the Hospitals of Regina Foundation. Their contributions have an incredible impact on our city, and it is essential that we recognize the valuable work that they do. The Hospitals of Regina Foundation plays a key role in delivering enhanced healthcare to the community, but their mission extends far beyond fundraising, investment, new facilities, or advanced technology. This week, I was reading through the Foundation's website and some of the impact stories shared by community members who have a personal connection to care provided in Regina's hospitals. I was moved by these stories and by the personal accounts of resilience and hope, which truly highlights the profound difference the Foundation makes in the lives of so many. And personally, I've been impacted by this very scenario. My firstborn, going through labor was a standard labor and quickly turned to an emergency situation. So my firstborn, my wife didn't see him for the first 48 hours that he was born. He was in the NICU. But the incredible care that the nurses and doctors provided in that time when we had no idea what we were doing was short of a miracle. So a huge shout out to the staff, the workers, everybody involved in our hospitals. They deserve a round of applause for everything that they do every single day. Because of the incredible work of the Hospitals of Regina Foundation, patients have overcome their worst nightmares. Families have been spared pain of saying goodbye, and countless residents are here today and able to share their stories. The Spring Festival is a time for renewal, reflection, and celebration, and aligns very much with these principles. The Year of the Snake invites us to embrace change with courage and meet challenges head-on. As we embrace the snake's energy, we can focus on meaningful reflection and the resilience needed to overcome any obstacles that may come our way. I'd like to extend my sincere thanks to the Chinese Freemasons of Canada Regina Chapter, the World Chinese Business Association of Canada, and the National Canada Drumming Committee for hosting and sponsoring today's beautiful celebration and fundraiser. Your support is truly appreciated. We are also deeply grateful for the rich cultural roots and traditions that have been cultivated by Regina's Chinese community. Multiculturalism is a core part of Regina's identity. And through sharing of Chinese culture, you continue to strengthen our city's social and economic fabric. Thank you for being here tonight in support of the Chinese Freemasons of Canada Regina Chapter and the Hospitals of Regina Foundation. Your presence here is a testament to the spirit and unity and generosity that empowers our community to thrive. I hope you all have a fantastic time this evening, enjoying great food, entertainment, and the company of friends as we celebrate the arrival of spring and look forward to new beginnings. Thank you.
This year will mark the 55th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between China and Canada, as well as the 20th anniversary of the strategic partnership between our two countries. I now invite Acting Consul General of the People's Republic of China in Calgary, Mr. Wang Zushen, to bring greetings.
Honorable Warren Keating, Minister of Trade and Export Development, Honorable MPs, MLAs, Mr. David Pratt, His Worship Chad Bichansky, Mayor of Regina, City Councilors, Mr. Nelson Ng, Chairman of the Chinese Freemasons of Canada, Regina. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. It is a great honor to join so many esteemed leaders and community members tonight for this joyous year of the snake Spring Festival celebration. With the snake as a symbol of wisdom, perseverance, and prosperity, I would like to extend my best wishes for you all and my sincere gratitude to the Chinese Freemasons for their dedication to preserving Chinese culture and fostering unity within the local community. Your work strengthens the bonds between China and Canada, and tonight's event is a testament to that commitment. I also commend your generous initiative to support the charity undertakings, of course, that reflects the shared values of compassion and solidarity between our two peoples. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now facing a volatile and uncertain international environment while China remains a crucial stabilizer and a driving force by contributing 30% of global economic development. In 2024, the Chinese economy expanded to around $18.5 trillion, registering a 5% increase. China maintains its position as the world's largest manufacturer, goods trader, and foreign exchange reserves holder, as well as the second largest service trader. China's overall tariff level has been reduced to about 7%, among the lowest in the world. Of course, that is before the latest round of US-triggered tariff storm. Trade war does not align with the spirit of the times, and the unilateral tariffs seriously violate the WTO rules and undermine the international trade order. The UN Secretary General has warned there are no winners in trade war. The IMF also warned that a new round of US tariffs will dampen investment and disrupt supply chains, bring downside risks to the global economy. Regardless of changes in the external environment, China will remain steadfast in its commitment to opening up and safeguard the WTO-centered multilateral trading system, broaden converging interests with other countries, and promote shared development for all. Ladies and gentlemen, as China advances its modernization drive through high-quality development, China and Canada relations embrace new opportunities. With a highly complementary economic structures and resource endowments, our two countries have maintained fruitful cooperation in various fields, and bilateral trade kept increasing. Statistics show that in 2024, the trade volume between China and Canada totaled $117.4 billion Canadian dollars, among which Saskatchewan's agri-food export to China reached $3.7 billion Canadian dollars. The strength of our relationship, however, goes beyond economics. It is rooted in the people-to-people connections fostered by organizations like the Chinese Freemasons and supported by leaders like all of you here tonight. Your presence underscores the importance of cross-cultural understanding and collaboration. Just as the MC just mentioned, this year holds special significance as it marks the 55th anniversary of diplomatic relations, as well as the 20th anniversary of the strategic partnership between China and Canada. Over these decades, our two nations have built a relationship based on mutual respect, cooperation, and growing ties in trade, education, and cultural exchanges. Again, Saskatchewan is an important participant in this process. The province has established twin relationship with the Jilin province, and Regina and Saskatoon are sister cities of Jinan and Shijiazhuang, respectively, in China. Ladies and gentlemen, as we celebrate the Spring Festival, a time for renewal and hope, let us reaffirm our commitment to deepening these ties. May the Year of the Snake bring wisdom in our dialogue, resilience in our partnership, and continued success for China and Canada. Thank you.
We will now present a video on behalf of the Hospitals of Regina Foundation.
We spend our weekends pretty much all summer camping, and we have 4 grandkids, 2 of which are out there and have their own site.
We went out and bought a used old RV, and we're going, because my son's a musician, we're off to see concerts all around the province and that in the summertime. We've got a way to do that now.
I like to travel, I'd say, is another thing that we both like to do. We like to try and go to new places. It's a little bit tougher now with kids, but we still try and get out, even see grandparents and stuff down south.
She would not wake up
And what they found out in the ER prior to me being admitted to ICU was the normal level of carbon dioxide is 40 and mine was 108. So it was the extreme of danger.
At exactly 25 weeks. Generally, the cervix will be about 4 centimeters long until you're going into labor. But for me, my cervix had actually started to shorten already. So at that point, it was really any time that I could go into labor and the babies would come.
Up until they were born at 28 weeks, it wasn't, oh, this is gonna be perfect. It's like, hopefully things are still gonna be okay. And now they had an infection that they had to treat with antibiotics, which was like the first scary thing. It was the first time we saw like their heart rates kind of stop, and a lot of nurses had to come and kind of, give care to them to make sure that she was okay, and then treated with antibiotics early on.
So now the girls are super active. They're crawling around everywhere.
They're hitting every single milestone they're supposed to be, crawling around, playing with each other, giggling, laughing. Yeah, they're great little kids that are super healthy, super happy all the time, and we're super thankful.
People go through life and say, oh, I just got a little pain here. And I think it was there for years. And I always put it off to indigestion. My old doctor retired and I went to a new doctor, and she sent me to a heart specialist who put me through a stress test. And I failed the stress test miserably. Next thing I know, I'm in the general hospital, laying on a table with about 18 people around me and getting the process done. It changes you. I came out with a new perspective on life. I love the mornings now. I love every day. And I'm so appreciative to know that I'm okay. The Hospital of Regina Foundation is the key player here. Thank you.
For all the donors, a big thank you for all the equipment that they provide through donations. Without those contributions and those donations, lots of families would not be in the situation they are today.
That equipment is what allows families to be whole and allows them to continue to build their family that they maybe wouldn't have been able to.
There is no way of thanking people. There is just no way of thanking other than verbally saying thank you, and please continue to support the Hospitals of Regina Foundation.
The message I would pass on to all the people that have donated to the Hospitals of Regina Foundation is thank you.
And how grateful we are for them.
Dear friends, just want to begin by saying a huge thank you to Nelson for the hard work, and the organizing committee and the Chinese Freemasons for putting once again this amazing event in support of our pediatrics here in Regina. If you're wondering why pediatrics in Regina are important, I'll give you some numbers. We see over 12,000 children every year in our hospitals here in Regina. We see 2,000 in our inpatient pediatric unit, 5,000 in our outpatient clinics, including our brand new pediatric cancer clinic we started 2 years ago. We're seeing 500 babies plus in our NICU every year. We see over 18,000 pediatric visits to Wascana Rehab. These are huge numbers. Every child in Southern Saskatchewan deserves the best healthcare we can give them. That's why we're here tonight. None of that happens without your support. I thank you all for being here tonight to support children's healthcare in Southern Saskatchewan and Regina. And once again, huge thanks to Nelson and the organizing committee for the great job they do every year. Thank you so much.
Hello, everyone. All the dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Chiranjeev Talukdar. I'm a pediatrician in Regina for the last 55 years. I'm an old pediatrician, maybe that I'm the oldest. I'm extremely emotional because Nelson has been raising money for more than 20 years for children's ward and various other specialties. All this money we need it for children's play, for children's hospital care. And I am so grateful to you all that you are here tonight. We are going to enjoy exquisite cuisine, fantastic cultural events, and in the interest of time, I'm not going to give a long lecture. I would like to thank Foundation of Regina Hospital, Dino. Dino, can you get up, please, my friend? Every year, all the money raised goes for the children's department. As Nelson said, children's, they are our future, and we have to look after them. Thank you for coming tonight.
Honorable guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed my honor to be here again. This is my 15 years visiting Regina and attending this wonderful function. Why? Because one good friend, Nelson Eng. We are here is because of him. Bring us all here. I'm so grateful to see Honorable Chief, MLA, MP, Your Worship. We are all come from to here, you know, from Halifax, Eric, from Vancouver, and so on. Why we're here? We want to show by uniting together, we can do things. As Doctor said, you know, we also do things to help raise funds for the hospital. So thank you very much. As the National Chair of Canada Day Drumming, this year is our 9th year. I want to show you what we have done so far last year.
May the beat of the drums bring us together as we celebrate our nation's diversity and collectively work to foster goodwill, respect, and understanding.
To the sound of Mother Earth's heartbeat with my drum, I wish you a happy Canada Day.
Congratulations to the event organizers, the volunteers, and the drummers from all across our great country for your patriotism and enthusiasm in bringing us together in this very special, memorable way. Bravo.
I've witnessed the value of drumming. There could not be a better way to celebrate Canada's culture and diversity.
I, Mike Klassen, Deputy Mayor, on behalf of Mayor Ken Sim, City Council, and all of us at the City of Vancouver, do hereby proclaim July 1st, 2024 as Canadian Simultaneous Drumming Celebration Day.
Hey! Thank you. Thank you.
Until then, I see you all next year, 2025!
Ladies and gentlemen, that is what we have done in the 8 years. From 0 mile of the east, St. John, Newfoundland, to 0 mile of the west, Victoria, BC. We all joined together. And this, I would like to share with you, is the best opportunity and the largest simultaneous event on Canada Day in Canada. So, Regina, if you saw it only on stage, I hope this year on July 1, 12:30, Regina time, drum together with the rest of the world, with the rest of the country, okay? So get this thing ready. So, and I'm glad I made some new friends from Saskatoon. The delegation led by Mr. Kenny Fang. I hope this year, Saskatoon also drum together. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. And Eric in Halifax, I tell you, for the 2 to 3 hours, they attract more than 10,000 people attend the event. So ladies and gentlemen, let's work together, okay? And also this year, more than ever, We have to show Canada is the best country in the world, and we have to unite, getting more and more united than ever. Okay, thank you. Especially the First Nation friends, let's come together. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Yeah, such a beautiful day, and such as Richard Wong, such as a nice speech. Yes, about Canada Day drumming. So that's why we keep support for each other. So hope is this July 1st, Canada Day is. I can see is Regina have somebody to do it with us together, stay together, make it Canada more stronger. This is we want, okay? Because I know kind of challenge for this year because Trump is a terrorist for Canada with us, so that's why maybe a little bit tough, yeah, but hope it won't be long, okay? So, so many years I've been here, so Richard say 15 years we keep coming support. This year I would say it's a beautiful day today, so forever. So I never seen this Regina like that. April is almost 20 degrees, it's 15, 20 degrees today. Such a beautiful day. I hope as I keep going, next year we will have that beautiful weather. So let you, Regina, everybody enjoy this nice weather for that. And also really good is see all the old friends keep every year we're here. So such a beautiful day is for coming to keep support. That's why we keep support here is because of the Regina Hospital, so we know is we need to do something to support for the hospital because they such a doing the beautiful work is for the children and for the pediatrics. So that's really good. Is thank you, Dino, Dr. Dino, and Dr. Smile. So that's we keep support here every year to coming here. So hope everybody to keep support the Regina Hospital, so make it as a keep going, so helping us as people helping each other. Enjoy the dinner. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Certainly, it is great to be in a room of so many distinguished guests, and certainly do acknowledge you all here this evening. Thank you very much for the invitation to have the Regina Police Service join you. We're certainly very grateful to be part of this wonderful celebration. We are grateful to this community, and we are grateful for those who are gathered here this evening. I humbly ask that each of us be mindful of all that we have to be grateful for: family, good friends, health, and hope. Let us be hopeful, especially in these uncertain times. Let us be generous towards one another and help us work together for the benefit of our community. And let us hope that peace prevails both far and near. Finally, in a world where many are hungry, may we enjoy this meal with humble hearts, thanks to those who have prepared it, and let us revel in each other's company as we enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you.
In 2017, with Canada's 150th, a group of us one night at Lee Chop Suey's in Regina here got together Richard, Nelson, Eric, Mark Doherty, and myself, and we came up with a plan that would be something that would celebrate Canada in a unique way, something that would unite us from province to province, something that would make us stand out. And the Chinese community, Richard Wong and Nelson Ng and Eric Young, wanted to do something that would celebrate all of us together. And they thought they could do it with a world record. So in 2017, the first ever Canada Drumming Celebration came together, and it was magnificent. In fact is, it had 8 Canadian cities, 5 time zones, all drumming at the same time. In 2018, we had 107 drummers come together from 61 nationalities, securing a Guinness World Record for the most nationalities in a drumming circle at one time. In 2019, the event continued across all of the time zones and added more Canadian cities to do this. In 2020, the first ever virtual event, because COVID came and we did not stop, we decided we're going to keep this going. So with the help of Eric, Richard, and Nelson, They made sure that across every time zone during COVID, this thing was coming together. You all have rattle drums sitting at the front tables here. Those rattle drums were something that was handed out to every person in 2017 that came to a Canada drumming event. And I'll tell you that in 2021, the second virtual event was held across 148 Canadian cities, 26 international cities, and 13 countries. It is now the official Guinness World Record title holder of the most people performing a drum roll simultaneously with 581 drummers. This event in today's age, in today's society, shows us that as a country, we come together in unity. It does not matter the region. It does not matter the ethnicity that you come from. Tonight, if you would have saw the video that Richard did before, we had a bunch of dignitaries, and every year since 2017 at this event, we have every member and every ethnic community represented on stage, and we're going to do that again tonight. The world record is for 2 minutes drumming, and we replicate that every night here. With that, I'm going to tell you that since 2017 up to 2024, Richard and Nelson and Eric have continued to make sure that as a Canadian country, we come together as in one, as a unity, and drum together to make sure that we show we are Canadian proud and Canadian strong. So at this time, I would like to ask Richard and Nelson to come up to say a few words, and then in a moment, I'm going to ask every dignitary that's here that represents every nationality, every band, anybody who is representative of a country or a people to come up on stage, and we're going to replicate that national unity and that drumming event. But in the meantime, I'd like to have Richard and Nelson come up and say a few words, please. Well, ladies and gentlemen, last year we got more than 50,000 people participate, and then plus many more participate online, okay? So this year we want to double or more. We would like you to come on stage, bring your little rattle drums up with you, and we want to all together drum for a couple minutes so we can show national unity, okay? So every MLA, every MP, every mayor or tribal chief or anybody who's been involved in here, I want you up on stage here right now, and we're going to do a little bit of a video, and we're going to take and show we are Canada strong. Please come up on stage. I need you to keep going. Show us we're proud of Canada. Go, Canada, go! You gotta go, you gotta keep going. I know, it seems like 2 minutes is no, but we're only at 45 seconds. You gotta keep going. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Congratulations, 3 minutes. Thank you very much.
Tonight I'm here as Deputy Mayor Sarah Turnbull for Ward 5, but I would like to speak to you from a different hat, which is as a medical family and my own personal experience. So at the Regina General Hospital, me and my family are something which is called a frequent flyer. We've been at the hospital many, many times. When I was 23 weeks pregnant with my first child, I was given a choice to make within 5 minutes, which was to terminate, let things be, or go have a one-of-a-kind fetal surgery out in Toronto. And in that 5 minutes at the Regina General Hospital, we made the choice to go to Toronto and be the 15th in Canada and the first in Saskatchewan to get fetal surgery. From that point on, my life completely changed. And from that point on, I lived in the hospital for 5 months. So the Regina General Hospital was actually my home for about 5 months, and I lived there and I was on bed rest in various forms until my firstborn child was born. And when my firstborn child was born, we spent about a month in the NICU, and I lived another month in the hospital. And since that moment, we've experienced 10 surgeries since then. 4 of those have been brain surgeries, and we've gone back and forth. And that is the impact that Regina Hospital has had on me. We have been frequent flyers there because at the Regina General Hospital specifically, we have had over 20 MRIs. With my second-born child, I again spent another month in the NICU and had a very high-risk pregnancy. So much so, it ended up in the medical books. So, not only as a city councillor, but as a frequent flyer of the Regina General Hospital who frequents pediatric services, thank you. We also go to the Wascana Rehab Center, where we see speech pathologists, physical therapists, and social workers as much as we can. And every money raised here goes to support families like mine. And I have to thank you from the bottom of my heart for what you're doing. And that's what this is going to support. So thank you so much.
One of the many traditions during the Chinese festival is to perform the Chinese lion dance. Dating back to the early Qin and Han dynasties, this dance is believed to summon good luck, bring longevity, and spread happiness. It's now my pleasure to present to you the Canadian Hung Quen Kung Fu School performing the Chinese lion dance.
For our next entertainment, it'll be one of our special guests from Vancouver here who flew all the way here just to perform. Her name is Sandra Sung, and she will be performing 2 songs, Wonderful World and The Moon Is My Witness. So for you this evening, Sandra Sung.
I see trees is green, rose too. I see the blue for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies blue, clouds white, bright passing day, stars say goodnight, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The color of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky. I also see the faces, the people going by. I see friends shaking hands. They say, how do you do? They very say, I love you. I heard babies cry. I watch them grow. You never know. They learn much more, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, our country, Canada, is the best country in the world. I love you. I love Canada. Thank you. you I love you. I say, moon could you represent my heart.
Our next performance will be the song of Yangtze River, sung by Jing Chen. Please enjoy.
6种语言汇成一句话，爱我中华，爱我中华，爱我中华。哩咯嘿咯嘿，哩咯嘿咯嘿，哩咯嘿咯哩咯嘿咯，爱我中华。56个星座，56枝花，56族兄弟姐妹是一家，56种语言汇成一句话，爱我中华，爱我中华，爱我中华。健儿奋起步伐，建设我们的国家。中华兄子英发，56族兄弟姐妹，56种语言汇成一句话，爱我中华。健儿奋起步伐，建设我们的国家。中华兄子英发，56族兄弟姐妹，56种语言汇成一句话，爱我中华。56星座，56枝花，56族兄弟姐妹是一家，56种语言汇成一句话，爱我中华，爱我中华，爱我中华。嘿啦啦啦，嘿啦啦啦，哩咯嘿啦，哩咯嘿啦，爱我中华。56个星座，56枝花，56族兄弟姐妹是一家，56种语言汇成一句话，爱我中华，爱我中华，爱我中华。健儿奋起步伐，建设我们的国家。中华兄子英发，56族兄弟姐妹，56种语言汇成一句话，爱我中华。嘿！
公子有所不知，我家有个小军人，聪明伶俐，人敬言，要不修，经济所花，节无此方人取名字，举眉心相动哎。我以为女儿姑须经读书，女儿读书也应该，责怪我爹爹太固执，终于留下小军。
你把美丽献给草原。
Special thank you to the Regina Chapter of Freemasons and also World Chinese Business Association for being such a community leader.
Thank you to our amazing performers and all the entertainment for this evening. Happy Chinese New Year, everyone. Thank you so much for attending tonight's event.
Thanks so much. And of course, thank you to our host. Everyone applause our host over here.
If you'd like to share your feedback on the program you just watched, contact us today